to the big house, Michigan Stadium. Noon on a Saturday and a perfect time for this showdown. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Broncos kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Wolverines offense will take the field first. And we're looking forward to getting a look at this guy, Savion Hyder. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game when the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play. It still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
Handoff again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Drives inside. Hard running there. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. After 45 on his way. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Underwood to throw. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Has it! And he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense takes the field for the first time in this game. We have a look at Quasi Gilbert, a high-profile wide receiver that they'll be looking to get the ball in this offense.
And this is what you're doing every year in the transfer portal. They go out and find playmakers that I instantly insert in my lineup, and I know who they are, what they are, and I know they win at the college level. That's why they went out and got this guy, receiver, a playmaker, extraordinaire, a highlight machine. He's going to make those big plays, Palmer. I imagine if I'm coaching this offense, I'm getting that guy the ball early in this football game.
Yeah, he's going to help the passing attack. I think he's also going to help the balance for this offense, too. I think when you talk to the coaches, they knew they already had some weapons coming into this season, but you bring in this guy now on the outside and the perimeter, and now that's another player that the defense has to account for and be thinking about. So it'll be interesting to see the effect, not just on the passing attack, but really their ability to run the football, too, because of the attention this transfer guy is going to get.
The run inside. It's Gaines.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Doesn't get it there.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They want to run it left here. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Buchanan. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Making the adjustment on the play. To the air. It's Underwood. Touchdown Wolverines. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Goff. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Gaines. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. The Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Turns into the pile. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. The handoff. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Keep it on the ground. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys? not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense got it. They're on the run. Takes it in. Touchdown, Broncos.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Trying to establish the run. Turning it on! Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got
interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
On the ground, it's Gaines. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They think there's room to run to the right here. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Flip it out to the back on the screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's got enough. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Underwood escapes the pressure going right. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Man, that's That's their third straight first down on 3 straight plays. So this offense in a groove, in a rhythm, doing what they want to do. This defense has to find something fast, man. Like, you can't keep giving up first down after first down. They got to find something to put a little bit of pressure on them and make them feel uncomfortable.
Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Second down coming up. Play fake, Underwood. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the right. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Big guy smells it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. They will score! Touchdown, Michigan! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put together an 81-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Wants to throw on first. Out wide right, it's Anderson. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They're all over him. Had to get rid of it quickly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Fires to the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. And it's the Hoosiers trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of that one.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Dumps it to the back. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. He's changing the play. Gets the back moving. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And the try is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Just too much juice. As he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be fourth down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. On the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Going deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
But that's an incompletion and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for you.
Quarterback changing the play. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Just got rid of that one.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Might as well run him again. Finding some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
A first down run on the doorstep. Still on his feet. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Powers forward. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throw.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. right down the middle. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence. Down the that I can trust this guy.
And he'll be stopped. Gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Looking for running room. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Underwood. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Snags it over the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense.
Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Throwing, Underwood. He lets one fly deep. Caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. And the Broncos will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Looks it in. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, pressure's coming. Gets rid of it. Finds a tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Play action with Underwood. Rush is on. Right side, it's Buchanan. There he goes. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, running back gets to give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Underwood to throw. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch.
Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking to the big tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boise State!
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Number 61, set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going with the ground game left. Taken down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On target to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in
a full dive to haul that one in. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense all over it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Underwood on the play action. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Wolverines! No problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, the vibe down here on the Boise State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Off play action. Look out! And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have two more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best player.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Second down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. And they got it.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He'll take it himself. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Out wide left, it's Marsh. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needs it. Finds a crease at the 20. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. Touchdown Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. From midfield, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Now they'll run it to the right here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Here we go. Ready. Skate.
Underwood lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. One more play to pad the stats. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been